Hi everyone! Today we're going to read Reefin Builds a Rocket Ship by Trent Ross and Sharon Ross. This book is available direct from the author and illustrator at refinthepig.com. The hardcover is also available at all major bookstores. You can request that it be ordered in from your independent book retailer. You can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Books A Million. The paperback copy you'll be able to find on Amazon or, again, direct from the author and illustrator at reefindthepig.com. Reefin Builds a Rocket Ship by Trent Ross and Sharon Ross. For Daddy and Trevor, for Mima and Papa, for Grandma and Grandpa. Reefin builds a rocket ship. Once there was a very, very, very tall pig. The very, very, very tall pig was taller than every other pig on the farm. In fact, he was the tallest pig on all the farms in all the land. His name was Refin the Pig. Refin, the tall, super tall pig. Refin had a lot of trouble doing things on the farm because he was so tall, and so he dreamed of visiting the moon. Even though Refin was very, very, very tall, he could not reach the moon. He needed a rocket ship to get to the moon, but he did not have a rocket ship. How could I get a rocket ship, he wondered. He had an idea. Refin would build a rocket ship. Oh, but he had no tools. So Refin, the very, very, very tall pig, the tallest pig on all the farms, needed to find some tools. First, the pig looked under the sofa. Refin was so tall that he could not bend down low enough to see under the sofa. Refin was certainly tall enough to open the fridge, and so with one little hoof he opened the fridge door and saw a cow. There was a cow in the fridge, which was amazing and extraordinary, but it wasn't tools. The pig closed the fridge door. He decided that next he would look in the coloring book. Refin opened the coloring book, and as he turned the pages, he called out, "Tools! I wonder if there are any tools in here." But inside the coloring book, he found no tools. Until he turned to the last page. Inside the very last page of the coloring book, he found a wrench. Refin put the wrench on his back and walked very carefully, but in a very, very tall manner, to his next location to look for tools, the garden, where he saw a bear. Behind the bear, he saw a hammer and a saw. Those were exactly the tools he needed to build his rocket ship. But alas, the bear was blocking the path to the tools. Refin would need to find a way around the bear. Unless... First he said in a small voice, "Excuse me, would you move, please?" The bear replied with a roar, "What?" And just then Refin, the tallest pig on all the farms in all the land, said to the bear in his bravest voice, "Would you mind moving, please?" And the bear, who seemed a little tired and maybe a little grumpy, said, "Move? Why?" "So I can reach those tools," explained the pig. The bear stretched out his arms really wide, and for a moment Refin was a little nervous because he didn't know what the bear was going to do. The bear reached his big arms to the tools. He picked them up, and he gave them to the pig and said, "Here you go." Refin said, "Thank you," and very quickly walked away. Now that the tallest pig on all the farms in all the land had 3 tools, a wrench, a hammer, and a saw, he was ready to get started. Refin headed to the perfect spot to build a rocket ship, and right beside the barn, He gathered all the materials and he started to build. Clink, clonk, clink, clonk, clink, clonk, bang, 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 ch, 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 boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. And all of a sudden, throp, choo, he was done. Refin had built a rocket ship. Refin was so proud of himself. He worked so hard to find the tools and the materials to build a rocket ship. When he was all done, Refin was exhausted and decided to stop for a quick nap. When Refin woke up from his nap, he was very well rested. He got into his rocket ship and began to count down. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Once Refin landed on the moon, he poked his head out of the door of his rocket ship and looked around. He saw an alien. The pig was a little nervous again and wasn't sure what would happen next, so he said, "Hello." And the alien said, "Ooh-ee-ah." And Refin, the tallest pig on all the farms in all the land, had no idea what that meant. Feeling brave, Refin took one step onto the moon. At the moment he realized the aliens were all tall just like him. In fact, they were taller than the pig. He had no idea there was anyone who could be as tall as he was. So, having made it to the moon, Refin wanted to play before heading home. Refin played pretend soccer with his new friends, the very, very tall aliens on the moon. They had so much fun. The end. I want to say thank you so much for being here with me today for this reading of Refin Builds a Rocket Ship.